Bro, no way. Are you guys kidding me? Was I muted? Was I muted, guys? Ain't no way. Yo, you guys saved the stream. Brother, Richard, I'm not going to lie. You came up clutch. Because, brother, Richard and MVP and Adam, big up to everybody. Because, listen, guys, brother, the stream, bro, you guys saved the stream. I'm going to just say it right now. You guys saved the stream. Because I did not know that my mic was unmuted. Brother, you see all the overlays. Guys, peep the overlays. Come on. The overlays look fire, bro. Guys, rate the overlay. Before we get to Barca, brother, you guys can see I got the topics right here. You know what I'm saying? Right here, bro. You know, took some time out of my day to make it look nice. We got the logo. We got the Barca breakdown. You know, the smash the likes. Guys, thank you guys in the chat. Smash up the likes and subscribe. If you're new here, smash the likes. If you're a returning person who watches the videos and the streams, make sure to smash up the likes. It really goes a long way. But yo, W chat, you guys legitimately saved the stream. Listen, I'm going to say it again. So guys, listen, we already know Barcelona is the gift that keeps on giving. And I will get to the chat. Big up to all you guys. Smash up the likes. But Barcelona, we had that UCL draw. PSG, Chelsea. We're going to react to all the things. And we're going to talk about UCL in general, bro. Big up to the chat. Big up to everybody who's new here. Fermin Lopez. We're going to speak about Fermin. My brother Fermin Lopez. Newcastle. Are they going to come back with a bid? Chelsea, are they going to go harder for their pursuit on Fermin Lopez? Listen, we're going to talk about it. And also, Jan Laporta and the Camp Nou. Because the Camp Nou, we got some big updates. But yo, big up to everybody. Big up to MVP. Big up to Richards. Big up to Adam, right? Big up Glossy, right? Big up Adam once again. Guys, I think you guys can hear me now. Okay, yeah. Big up to everybody. Guys, smash up the likes and subscribe. And we're going to get into this right now. But how you guys doing, bro? You know what I'm saying? Listen, Adam, I'm doing fine. How you guys doing? For me, Friday around noontime, you know what I'm saying? For me, California, sunny. I cannot lie. I'm blessed. I can't complain. The only thing I complain about really is this club, Barcelona. Because Fermin Lopez, that's going to be the second topic. But big up Rogelio, guys. I'm going to read the chat, and then we're going to start it up in like 1 minute, bro. Listen, PSG, that Dembele pack last time when we lost to PSG. Do you know how sad I was? Brother, I had a job interview, bro. I'm convinced I didn't get the job because I was pissed off that we lost the same day that we got knocked out. Brother, that had to be the reason why I was not in a good mood. Oh, my word. Brother, João Cancelo giving away penalties for free. Ronald Araujo, my guy. Brother, I could not defend you on that day. We have to get revenge. Even Frankfurt, brother. We need revenge on Frankfurt. Y'all think I forgot? No, I didn't, bro. But yeah, hey, big up to just think about it, guys. Hey, guys, can you guys subscribe, bro? If you're new here, guys, subscribe because I think I'm like 10 off of 1,400. And listen, I don't always beg you guys to subscribe, but I'm a person that I say smash the likes. It's the bare minimum. Just smash the likes, and I'll shut up. But hey, guys, listen, we're almost at a milestone, so if you guys could subscribe, it would be lit. Big up Isaac. First time I'm seeing you in the chat, bro. Big up to you, bro. But guys, enough with the waffle. Big up Rogelio, my guy, bruv. Listen, we're going to talk about Fermin, but I do want to, right? I do want to actually start off, right? Not too much waffle and speak about the UCL draw, right? Let's speak about what's hot right now, right? Because the UCL draw just unfolded. And Barcelona, we all know we got Chelsea as the first team draw. Chelsea away at Stamford Bridge. Brother, you know we have history there for the young fans. Chelsea-Barcelona used to be a rivalry, a European rivalry. It's like what Man City and Real Madrid are right now, where they just meet in the Champions League. Brother, you know, I forgot. Real Madrid are playing Man City again. It feels like, bro, Man City might as well join La Liga because they always play Real Madrid for them. You know what I'm saying? But Chelsea and Barcelona used to be a rivalry. We have that Ronaldinho goal. Brother, unbelievable. Ronaldinho, that shimmy. Bang, toe poke, you know, top bins, Iniesta at the death. I still remember, even if you're not old enough to watch that game live, if you watch the highlights, one of the biggest, most iconic quotes ever, when it's I think the commentator says, the Chelsea fans cover their eyes in horror because Andres Iniesta, you know, we got Pedri now. Pedri's a baller. Pedri Potter, my midfielder, but Iniesta was the original. Iniesta was the pioneer. And Iniesta has a moment against Chelsea when he went topless, just like he did in the World Cup final. Iniesta against Chelsea, that was iconic. Brother, we face Chelsea again. Obviously, we have some bad moments with Chelsea, right? They were kind of our bogey team back then. We used to dust Man United, but Chelsea, I mean, to be fair to them, right, I'll give them this. They did beat us that Fernando Torres goal, right, rounding Valdez. And listen, it is what it is. But, guys, I don't want to waffle too much. Let's actually get straight into it, because what are we saying about this draw? Rate this draw. And, guys, I promise, I'm not one to ignore the chat. This is why you guys have to smash the likes and subscribe. Every 3 minutes, 4 minutes, I get to the chat. So make sure to get in the chat. Do not be shy. Join the community. If it's your first time in the chat, say something, bro. Because Barcelona, this is what we got from part 1. PSG and Chelsea. In my opinion, I'm not really complaining. PSG, brother, need I say less? I want the smoke. Brother, Ousmane Dembele, I do not care, bro. Ousmane Dembele, you know what it is, guys? I was the biggest Ousmane Dembele defender ever. Xavi, I thought it was over. Xavi brought this guy back, and Xavi with Dembele was doing very good under Xavi. I'm not gonna lie, he legit rejuvenated his career. And then Dembele, I do not care. Dembele snaked Xavi. You know what? Maybe Dembele didn't snake Barca because he wanted to go back to France, but he snaked Xavi. Xavi needed him, and he left towards kind of like the middle end of the transfer window. And I feel like that's a big part of the reason why Xavi in his second full season did not do good at Barcelona, because Dembele, if we remember, Dembele was like a Lamine Yamal impact. Dembele was the guy that we played through, and Dembele, Xavi needed him. He was honestly the most important attacking player we had. So I feel like that Dembele, I don't think I'm going to forgive him for just leaving Barca so inconveniently, bro. He legit, I do not care. Dembele snaked Barca. Why couldn't he leave at the first 2 weeks, 3 weeks of the transfer window? But he waited, and he has that release clause, and he left on the last day. So listen, we got to get our revenge. Brother, how do we let this guy come to our house in a second leg and score 2 goals? I don't care. Guys, Dembele and PSG, we'll have to deal with them. But honestly, as a neutral, like, forget about Barca bias, guys. We got to be real. And I'm going to get to the chat. But, yo, Dembele, Lamine Yamal, Rafinha, the Ballon d'Or narrative. Honestly, y'all could even throw a man like Vitinha in there. But Dembele and Lamine Yamal facing up. I think somebody said that it's going to be near the Ballon d'Or week. Brother, if that's true, bro, UEFA, I can't even lie. As a neutral, brother, y'all cooked up. Because y'all remember Vinicius, when he had that what's it called? When Vinicius had that Ballon d'Or, you know, he was acting like a crybaby. And then I believe the next game was Barcelona. And guess what happened? He held 4. The narrative was crazy. Barca basically said, Vinny, are you sure? Are you sure you deserve the Ballon d'Or? Because, brother, y'all held 4. Remember when Gavi did this, bro? I won't forget that. But, real talk, if this game is around the Ballon d'Or ceremony, absolute fireworks. I can't even complain. UEFA, you cooked up. But I can't wait to verse PSG. Even the managers, Luis Enrique, coming back home. Brother, the game that everybody wanted. Barcelona, PSG in the UCL final. Everybody wanted to see it except for Madrid fans. And Barcelona, we couldn't hold on to Inter Milan. Oh, my word. That would have been a great game. And honestly, guys, I think the way that PSG defend, Barcelona had... Bro, we have every right to believe that we could have won that game. They defend very open, but they're not like Inter. Honestly, Champions League, I know a lot of people say, but you lost Inter and they destroyed Inter. Brother, it's not like that. Football is about matchups, right? It's really about matchups. Okay, Real Madrid, you know, they've had, I don't even know how to say it, but Real Madrid, we destroy Real Madrid. Bro, even when they were winning the Champions League, we were destroying Real Madrid. Time and time again, there's a reason why we won the league titles. But the problem is that Real Madrid, they're a better matchup against like a Juventus, against a Bayern, you know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. But guys, what are you guys saying? Just part 1. We're going to go for round 2 of this, bro. Chelsea away, need I say less? Cole Palmer and man like flipping Lamine Yamal. I can't wait for that game. But guys, I do want to see what you guys are saying in the chat. Big up to everybody. Guys, smash up the likes. Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Brother, I cannot wait for... Bro, I'm not going to lie. Once again, if UEFA put that game around the Ballon d'Or time, brother, that's a genius. That's genius marketing. Everybody's going to watch that game. Bro, I can't wait. Big up Eunice, I can't forgive Araujo after that mistake. I hear it, bro. I hear it. No revenge. We just need to handle our business and prove we are the best. Prove Hansi Flick is the best. Brother, you know what? Big up to you, bro. Big up to you. But, you know what? You're a nicer guy than me. That's all I'm going to say. Because for me, When PSG, let's be honest, guys. PSG also, they beat us in that 4-1 game when PK was very old. Mbappe scored a hat-trick. I don't care, bro. I know maybe, hey, big up my guy. I'm going to call you now, bro. Big up to you, but you're a nicer guy than me, bro. Big up my guy Mark all the time, bro. Big up Yusuf. I'm worried about Newcastle. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about that too, bro. Chelsea just got by the UCL, and they're acting like they're feared. Listen, you know what's funny, Shane? A lot of Chelsea fans are acting like no, I'm not gonna say act. A lot of Chelsea fans want to play Barcelona. A lot of Chelsea fans wanted to play the high line, but listen, bro, Real Madrid wanted to play the high line. What happened? Like, they lost 4 times in a row. Not once, not twice, not 3 times, 4 times. Brother, you know what we call that in the NBA? That's a playoff sweep. You cannot talk to me. I always tell Real Madrid fans, you can't speak to me for now, especially when they're speaking spicy. You know what I'm saying? We beat you guys at your crib. You held 4, right? On top of that, right, we went to Saudi Arabia, neutral venue, you know what I'm saying? Shout out oil money, you know what I'm saying? The oil teams. Saudi Arabia. We went to the royal family. We played in their stadium. We beat you there. Neutral venue. We went to Sevilla. You know what I'm saying? Let's go to Spain. Back to Spain, right? Sunny Spain. And let's go to Sevilla. Neutral venue. Beat you there. Brother, then they came to our house. I knew that Clasico. Brother, I can't even lie. When we were down 2-0, I'm not going to lie. We went down 2-0 just to make it interesting. You know, just to make it interesting. And then you guys know what happened. We scored 4 straight. So it is what it is. Rogelio, brother, I can't lie. We've had some bad moments in the UCL. The Torres one was ridiculous, man. I can't even lie. That was ridiculous. That's like when I first started watching, too. That was ridiculous, man. That was, honestly, Gary Neville's commentary made it worse, bro. Like, it was actually a dagger. He just started screaming, oh, bro. Like, come on, shut up, man. Like, real talk. I don't understand these Chelsea looking. Bro, you know what? Chelsea fans, I understand why you guys are very hyped up for the UCL, because it's your first time back in a while, right? You guys won the Club World Cup. Brother, I respect Chelsea. You know, guys, I have a hot take. I think tier 1, tell me if I'm wrong, I think Barcelona is tier 1 with Liverpool and PSG. And honestly, I have to respect Real Madrid. They've won it too many times when I don't believe in them, and they won it. So I put Real Madrid, Barca, Liverpool, and PSG in tier 1. And I think Chelsea is my dark horse, though. Like, if you told me, like, a top 5, I'll throw in Chelsea as the 5th. I don't believe in Arsenal. I don't believe in their manager. But Chelsea, bro, they won 2 trophies. You kind of have to respect. That's going to be a good game. Caicedo and Pedri, that midfield battle. I can't wait. Brother, let's be honest, guys. We all like watching La Liga, right? Rayo Vallecano, Sevilla, Levante. Brother, but the UCL lights just hit different. The UCL lights are just different, bro. That music, the goosebumps. Bro, you know, Barcelona versus Bayern Munich. Bro, I'm going to be honest, guys. You know how scared I was to play Bayern last year? And then Rafinha, the first minute, just shut them up. Rafinha rounds Neuer. Rafinha, 2 times. The pass from Casado does it all himself. Then Rafinha, the 3rd goal. Brother, Rafinha, man. I can't even lie. Rafinha, honestly, alone is probably the reason why we have a lot of hope in the Champions League, because he was Mr. Champions League. Every single match day, Rafinha was on it. Every single. Brother, when we think about the black kit, not this kit from the last season, but the black kit, bro, I'm thinking about Rafinha all the time at Benfica. Brother, I can't wait. I really can't wait, guys. I want to read the chat for a couple more minutes, and then I'm going to get back to it. But we won the cup. Look at Chelsea. Yeah, I hear it, bro. PSG isn't going to have Donnarumma. Facts. Donnarumma's not going to be there, bro. That's a very... Bro, Dembele's a snake. Brother, I'm not going to lie. I do not like Dembele. I ain't going to lie. Dembele is one of the guys... You know where it is, guys? Dembele, I really feel like he betrayed me, bro. Because I defended this guy so much at Barca. Brother, for the people that think that I somewhat defend Araujo, or I defend, like, Pedri or any of our players, like, I probably defend Pedri the most, like, before even YouTube. Pedri was the guy that I defended the most. I defended Dembele a lot, and brother snaked me. He snaked Xavi. He snaked all of us leaving at the time that he did. Like, I need to beat Dembele. I'm sorry, bro. I just have to, man. I got to get a 1-up on. I can't let that guy slide. Bro, I don't know how you guys forgive him, bro, because he won the Champions League. Bro, do you guys forgive? Do you guys forget when this guy was just smiling at the Olympic Stadium like this? Cheesing, bro. Ridiculous, straight at the camera. I can't forget that, bro. PSG, they're done. I said it for Shane. I do think PSG is going to be worse this year because, bro, they haven't really strengthened in their squad. And then on top of that, they let go of the X factor, Donnarumma. Donnarumma was huge. Donnarumma is the reason why they didn't lose to Aston Villa, if we're being real. That second leg, they got smoked. Donnarumma was amazing last year. We have to give it to him. He was the best goalie in the world last year, honestly, guys. We smoking on that Frankfurt pack. Yeah, that's another one. I can't even lie. That's another one, man. Big up my guy, Barca Volume, all the time. Big up you guys. Smash up the likes, bro. Big up, hey, active chat, bro. Hey, W, guys. Listen, yo, there's a lot of flipping chats. There's a lot of flipping chats, bro. Yo, I'm not lying. Palmer, Caicedo, Enzo. You're saying they're greater than what? Dally, big up to you, bro. You know what? Hey, I'm not going to lie. Dally, you're a cool guy, but you support the ops. I just have to be Real Madrid. You know what is? Whenever somebody supports Real Madrid, I'm like, how, bro? How? Like, you're supporting, like, darkness. Like, evil. You know what I'm saying? Real Madrid, they're legitimately the definition of ops. How could you support them, bro? But big up, bro. I mean, who you saying they're better than Pedri? Come on, bro. Enzo's not better than Pedri. Caicedo is really good. I would love Caicedo at Barca. He's not better than Pedri. Come on. Pedri Gonzalez, Pedrigo. You know what I'm saying? Pedri Potter. Come on, man. Why is everybody so happy? It's all the same game. Again, so boring. I don't know, bro. We didn't play PSG, bro. It's a fire game, like Adam says. Adam says, bro, listen. Some fire games, bro. And Liverpool, I think they got Real Madrid at Anfield. Brother, Trent needs to get booed. We need to see it. That Trent return at Anfield, bro. I'm telling you guys, it's going to be fun. It's going to be very fun in the UCL, bro. Bro, guys, I think, guys, also, right, we're going to go back. I'm going to talk a little bit more about UCL, then we're going to move on. But, guys, I do want to say this, right? The UCL, I think the schedule comes out tomorrow or the day after. So, I'm very interested. Bro, I hope the rumors are true that the Ballon d'Or PSG, like, that week is going to be the same, bro. That would be sick. Imagine doing what we did to Vinny against Dembele. That's the only way. If Dembele wins it, I need us to smash. I need it, bro. But it is what it is, bro. City again versus... Okay, fair enough. City, Real Madrid. Yeah, fair enough. It's like UCL heritage. Like, it's legit routine. But Barca, we're playing Chelsea for the first time in a long time. Barca and PSG, that's a very good game. Like, I don't think as a neutral, like, how can even Real Madrid fans cannot wait to watch Barca versus PSG? Honestly, even if you're a hater of Barca, that's a very interesting game. You know what I'm saying? Dembele, Lamine Yamal, the narratives, Rafinha. You know what I'm saying? Man like Yao Neves, Vitinha, Pedri, Frankie de Jong. I think it's going to be good. And honestly, I think Barca is way better than the last time we played them, man. Who finishes higher, Barca or Real Madrid? Ooh, I don't know. I seen your schedule. You guys got a cakewalk, though. I mean, we've got it kind of easy, but PSG's no joke. I think, bro, Dali, I feel like maybe we finished like 1 point ahead of you guys, to be honest. But guys, I'm gonna read like 2 more or 3 more chats, then I'm gonna get back to the what's it called, the stream, because I don't want to get too off. I mean, we're gonna continue on UCL for a bit. This season will be different. We lost Inigo. Maybe soon Fermin will leave. We are weaker now. I think we will lose against PSG and Chelsea. Bro, Richards, lose outright. Bro, you know what? Chelsea I can kind of see away from home, but I think at Olympic Stadium, I mean, it might be Camp Nou. Let's see, man. I have hope in this Barca team still. Listen, you said you didn't rate Liverpool. Okay, not me. I don't think that was me. But, guys, let's get back to it, because it's not just Barca versus PSG. It's not just Barca versus Chelsea. But Frankfurt, it's another team that we need to get some revenge on. Frankfurt, do you guys remember that game? Honestly, it's not even on the Frankfurt fans. It's on us. The Barcelona. You know what? Actually, that was a disgrace. How did the Barcelona fans sell all their tickets to the Frankfurt fans? I don't know if it was because we're in the Europa League. It probably was. But still, why would they do that? And then Barcelona, I'm just looking at it. That's not on Frankfurt, but I still want to play Frankfurt. There's still, how do I say it, unfinished business. Club Brugge, guys, if I'm being honest, this is at home. Frankfurt at home should be a win. Club Brugge at home, away from home. Brother, that could have been Arsenal away from home. That could have been Leverkusen or Atalanta away from home. I think pot 2 we did very good, right? And pot 3, Olympiacos at home. Once again, I have to say it, Frankfurt and Olympiacos, how do we play them both away? Frankfurt in Germany, one of the most hostile stadiums in Germany. That would have been a tough game, honestly, guys, right? And then Olympiacos, if I'm being honest, Greece is... Oh my word, need I say this? Greece is ridiculous. Like, every time I watch football from Greece and Turkey, it's like they're going to light up the stadium. Like, they're legit. Their fans are legit. I don't know what they're on, bro. Like, I'm be so real. Like, I do not know if those guys are sober, because, like, I'm be real. How are you burning down your own stadium? Like, it's ridiculous. There's, like, flares everywhere. So, Olympiacos, I'm happy that Olympiacos is at home. I think that's 3 points. Frankfurt, 3 points for me, right? They lost Ekatike. They lost legit. They don't have Kolo Muani. They don't have anybody that they used to have. They don't have Marmoush, right? I think that's Slavia, one of the Pragues, bro. That should be away, bro. I do not care, right? Hectic, I do not care. Copenhagen, that should be a dub at home. Honestly, on paper, I think that's our easiest game. It's at home, at the crib, whether it's the Camp Nou or Olympic Stadium, which we're going to talk about later on, right? Should be a dub, let's be honest. And then Newcastle away. Guys, outside of part one, I think we only got one difficult game. It could have been all worse. Every single pot could have been worse. Newcastle away, out of the 6 teams that are not PSG and Chelsea, is the only game that I'm like, you know what? Maybe we not even maybe. We could have definitely got an easier team, right? The other 5, right? Olympiacos and Frankfurt are not no joke, but we're playing them at home. If it's away from home, maybe there's drop points. But I still believe in Hansi Flick. I still believe in Barcelona. And I mean, overall, what are you guys saying? Like, outside of PSG and Chelsea, I'm saying Newcastle is the toughest game. I mean, do you guys agree in the chat? I think that it is. I think the physicality, they're going to come with pure physicality. They're not going to try to play football. It's going to be Getafe times 10. It's going to be legitimately Levante plus physicality. That's what's going to be. So I think that could be a draw, maybe. But listen, at the end of the day, Barcelona, I just have to say it, man. I think we still finished top 4, right? At worst. And listen, at the end of the day, we need to get top 2. Because, guys, top 2 is huge. Top 2 is massive. Top 2, do you guys know what that means? Top 2 means that you play your home leg in the second. You play your home leg in the second leg every single round until the UCL final. So Barcelona, ideally, what is the goal, guys? To finish top 2. If we finish first or second, doesn't matter. The final is at a neutral venue, but we need to finish top 2. If we finish top 2, brother, imagine Inter Milan was at home. I really believe, honestly, guys, we played better in the second leg against Inter than the first leg. Honestly, I thought the first leg, we were scoring out of pure quality. Lamine Yamal, Rafinha, right? But to be honest, guys, I just think the home is that big of a difference. I really believe that, right? And listen, guys, I do want to say this before I get back to the chat. Bro, I'm looking at Real Madrid. Pretty easy, right? Juventus at home, City at home. Guys, I don't rate City. I do not rate City. Once again, if there's a dark horse, I think we're playing them. I think it's Chelsea. I think Chelsea, if it's not the favorites, it's Chelsea, bro, right? I think we got a great shot, though. PSG, though, brother, they got the schedule of death. You know what, PSG fans, they got cocky, right? They're thinking about back-to-back. Bro, UEFA said back-to-back. Hold this, bruv. Bayern Munich, Barcelona, Atalanta, Leverkusen, Tottenham, Sporting. That's not easy so far. And then from pot 4, which is supposed to be the easy pot, they got Newcastle, to be fair, at home, right? And San Mames. You know what? Nico Williams. Guys, should we support Nico? Guys, should we support Nico Williams against PSG? Should we? Like, I don't know. But to be honest, PSG have a very difficult schedule. Right, guys? I can't even lie about that. But I'm looking at Liverpool, bro. Please smack up Real Madrid. That would be beautiful to watch. But, guys, I do want to get back, right? Let me get back to the chat, right? Part 2. And then we're going to actually move on to Fermin Lopez talk. Because, guys, it's heating up. There's nothing else that I can say other than that it is heating up, bro. It is absolutely heating up, bro. The Bayern game. Brother, the Bayern game. Guys, if there was a game that I have to say I enjoyed the most last season, I know Real Madrid was awesome. I think my favorite Clasico was the Super Cup at 5-2. Because even though it was 5-2, if we didn't get a red, I think we could have won 7-2. Honestly, I think Barcelona were on smoke that day. But that Bayern game was my favorite game. Because you know when a team just beats you and beats you and beats you? Brother, do you know how good that felt? Bro, I think I had like 2 lunches. Bro, I was so happy, over the moon. You know what I'm saying? Genuinely. So, I think that Bayern game was my favorite game of the season. Just seeing Thomas Muller, you know, with a little bit, he's not smiling no more. I like that. Rafinha, look what you did to them. Bro, I loved it, man. Every second of it. Chelsea have a better midfield than Barca. Dali. Listen, Dali, all I'm going to say is, brother, can I contact your dealer? Bro, Chelsea do not have a better midfield. You know what? I'll say this. I respect Chelsea. And I think maybe it's closer than we expect. But defensively, I agree. But overall, no. We just scored too many goals, I feel like. Overall. Pedro Gonzalez, Dani Olmo, Frankie de Jong. Bro, that's pure offense, man. Dali, watch. Put Tottenham for not. Tottenham's, I don't think they're doing anything. Nobody fears the Sardines. Arsenal kicked over. These days are done. Fair enough, bro. Better than Madrid. Bro, you know what it is? Madrid fans, a lot of times, they be saying that they have a better midfield. But then, like, forget about the results sometimes. Because, okay, we beat you guys this year. But, like, the last, like, 7, 8, like, bro, even ever since I started watching, to be honest, we've always dominated the midfield. Like, I think there's only been, like, 1 or 2 El Clasicos Real Madrid have dominated the game. Genuinely. And I'm talking about, like, this is, like, out of, like, 30. Like, 35 El Clasicos. So, it's like, if they have a better midfield, why are you guys not dominating the game? Like, forget outside of result. So, I always ask them that. But, listen, they'll talk about trophies. Bro, sometimes you guys just had better players. Do you guys put it that way? When we had Ronald Koeman and Xavi. Brother, I saw us hold the ball better than your midfield. Of course, y'all will win because you have flipping Vinicius and we have, like, Ferran Hutla. So, but it is what it is, bro, right? Big up Rabona, bro. Big up Rabona all the time. All the flipping time, bro. Guys, let me get to the newer chats, bro. I can't lie. I'm pretty back, bro. I don't want to ignore you guys. Yo, guys, smash up the likes and subscribe, bro. Smash up the flipping likes and subscribe, man. Listen. Whoa. Palmer, greater than any Cam at Barca. You know what? I actually agree. You know what? I was going to say no, but you know what? Dani Olmo on his day will give him a run for his life. Dani Olmo's very good. Dani Olmo's very good. I'll put it this way, Daldi. Barcelona used to struggle against low blocks, and now we just don't as much. So, I'll just put it that way. But Palmer is a baller. I think honestly, guys, I think he's the best player in the Prem. You know, I think it used to be Rodri. He has the injuries. I think Palmer is that good. Caicedo over Frankie. Listen, I don't know about that. Listen, I don't know about that, but I love Caicedo. I think he's very good. I wish he was at Barca. Pedri and Enzo. Pedri's better than Enzo. Fair enough, though. That's everybody's opinion. But I don't know about... You know what, though, Dali? Who plays better? Because Chelsea, sometimes, they're passing to pass. Barcelona's midfield. Brother, we put defenses in a blender. Honestly, we put defenses in a blender, bro. I remember Atletico, honestly, okay, the 4-4 game. I know it was 4-4 and we didn't win. Bro, the offense we played that day, bro, it was tippy-top football. It was bam, 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 bam. And it looked beautiful, guys. I can't even lie. I have a big friend, PSG supporter, a French dude. When we had Dembele and I defended him and said how great of a player he was, he'll make fun of him. Brother, this is not just us. You know what it is? We watch Dembele more than all these rival fans. When I say Dembele, I think he's talented, but I don't know if he's good enough to win Ballon d'Or. Bro, people think I'm hating, but I used to be Dembele one of his biggest fans. Like, Dembele is very good, but let's not forget about his bozo decision-making that we used to see. Brother, Dembele, Barcelona fans, let's not forget. This guy would, honestly, it looked like attempted murder when he was shooting. Brother, he was trying to kill some of the fans in the stands. So, I don't forget that. Bro, I remember Dembele's crossing. Oh, my word. It was sometimes good, sometimes horrible. Like, there's no other way to put it, guys. But, let me read more chats, bro. Big up to everybody, guys. Hope you guys are doing well, right? Friday for me, noontime, right? I don't know where you guys at in the world, by the way, guys? What time is it for you? Because for me, it's 11:53 a.m. Where are you guys at in the world, bro? It's always nice to see. Like last time, I remember there was a guy who said he's from Botswana, and I'm like, yo, the middle of Africa. Yo, big up to you, bro. You know what I'm saying? That was kind of crazy. Hold up, bro. Why is OBS, guys? OBS is pretty weird, bro. I can't even lie. Call me crazy. I think we go 8 of 8 in the group phase. Jackson, I'm not going to lie. I would be surprised. If we win 6 games, I'll be happy, right? Maybe we draw against Chelsea. You know what? I want to win 7, though. I think bare minimum 5. Bare minimum to finish top 8. Bro, honestly, I don't care, bro. I want to win. I'll put it that way. Yo, what did Richard say? Well, why are you saying leave the stream, bro? Hey, come on. Relax on my guy, Richard, bro. He's a cool guy. Barca can make subs to alter the game. That's where most teams lose. Yeah, that's true. The squad depth is pretty good. Rooney's former team, brother, only Barca. They're holding like 5, bro. Copenhagen are holding 5 minimum. I'm not even joking. Rashford are back to England. Against, bro, Newcastle's a tough game, bro. Tough game. Big up my guy, Volume. Chelsea and Barca will draw. Draw will be very interesting. I think, guys, I'm not going to lie. Is this a hot take? I think the Chelsea game's harder than PSG. I know a lot of Barca fans, they're going to be like, what, PSG this? I actually think PSG is going to be worse this year. And I'm being consistent. Like, I genuinely believe that. Like, I don't think PSG are as good as last year. They lost Donnarumma, and I don't think they're going to go back-to-back. Luis Enrique didn't go back-to-back with MSN. So, it's not crazy to say this. It's not. Just because they won the Champions League. Bro, I thought I was winning the Champions League in 2016. I thought we were going to do it. But, you know, Atletico game, handball wasn't called. You know, I'm not trying to rant on that, but I'm just saying, I think PSG is going to be worse. I think Chelsea's our hardest game. Away from home, Stamford Bridge. We have some history, some good and bad moments against them. Bro, European rivalry back, bro. I can't wait for that game, man, honestly. Newcastle is definitely tough. I'm definitely interested in seeing how you do against them. Yeah, no Isak. I don't know if Isak's going to be there for that game. It's going to be very, very different. Yeah, Guima Rice, Joe Linton. Bro, they got so many big defenders. Botman and stuff like that. Bro, Shar. Bro, guys, I'm not going to lie. Newcastle, they're a rugby team. They're an NFL team. Shout out the Philadelphia Eagles. That's how Newcastle's going to play. Brother, if you guys think Getafe is annoying, just parking the bus, imagine physicality times 10. So, Frankie, Pedri, they're going to have to move the ball fast. Lamine Yamal, that's a game that if you dribble too long, you're going to get decked. I'm not even joking. You about to eat grass, bro. So, Frankie, all the boys got to play fast that day, right? I can't wait, though. I just want to see how we do against Newcastle still. I'm not scared, you know what I'm saying? Easy. Our run isn't easy. Brother, come on, Rabona. Y'all put Liverpool as your only hard game. I don't rate Man City. That's the thing. I do not rate Man City. Juventus at home, you guys should win. Outside of that, y'all should still be cooking everybody. I'm going to be real, right? Hell no. Hey, Volume, you're not ready? Okay, all right, fair enough. Man like Volume say, I'm not supporting Nico against PSG. Fair enough. You know what? Fair enough. I say we support Nico. Brother, I'm gonna be so real. I was just kidding. Y'all think I'm supporting Nico. Brother, no. Like, Nico can hold that, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Would you take a swap deal Isak for Fermin? Yeah, what the heck? Brother, come on, bro. That's like saying, I don't know, a brand new Chrysler. Solid car, really good car, right? But you know what? Trading your Chrysler that you just got yesterday, 2025 edition, for a Bugatti. I'm still doing it, bro. Like, come on, guys. But yeah, the UCL league phase, that's a good point, Van Lee. The UCL league phase is pretty kind of crazy. But let me read a couple more chats, then we got to move on, bro. Imagine Fermin goes to Chelsea. But what if he doesn't? What if Fermin Lopez dunks on Chelsea? So you got to play both ways. Bro, I ain't going to lie. You're right, though. The Barca curse is real, bro. Man like Griezmann cooked us before coming. Comes to Barca, and then he stinks it up. So I hear it, bro. I hear it. But guys, I've been reading the chat for a minute, bro. I can't even lie. I've been reading the chat for a minute, bro. I can't even lie, guys. I'm going to move on to Fermin. Big up my guy, Pierre. Right? Let me get a couple more. Guys, see? This is why you guys need to smash the likes and subscribe. I'm not ignoring my chat. Just because it's active, right? I'm not going to ignore you guys. Big up, bro. Taking the time out of your day, you know what I'm saying, to support me, bro. I really appreciate it, man. The draw is rigged. It's never been so obvious. You know what, Ragwan? I'll say this. I think the draw with like a supercomputer is really weird. Really, really weird. But I don't know how else they're going to do it, bro. Fair enough. And what team do you like, bro? I do want to ask you that. But, guys, let's move on. Because I do want to, bro, we still got loads to talk about, guys. And I do want to move on and speak about outside of the UCL draw. Let's speak about Fermin. Because I titled it, the Fermin Lopez Saga is heating up. Right? And I'm not a clickbait guy. Right? When I title my titles, it's because there's something in the air. And even if it's not a fire, there's at least smoke. Right? There's at least smoke in the air, right? But guys, speaking about Fermin Lopez, man like Fernando Polo, and we have to put respect on Fernando Polo's name. Because this summer, he's been the most reliable journalist, right? Let's be honest. Remember the Nico Williams saga? The guy, I think the first guy to say it stalled was Fernando Polo. And Fernando Polo, he basically came out and said, Chelsea, yesterday, have made their first offer to FC Barcelona for Fermin Lopez, 50 million plus variables. And listen, I'm be so real. It means, I guess we're getting 50 million minimum plus variables, so maybe it's a 50 plus 10. I'm not taking that. Guys, are you guys taking 50 mil? Brother, if you take 50 mil for Fermin, when I'm seeing, honestly, guys, when I'm seeing guys, NPCs, FIFA-generated players from the Prem, and they're going for like 70 million. Genuinely, honestly, guys, who has proven more? Guys, I have a question. Who has proven more? Hugo Ekitike or Fermin Lopez before Liverpool? I think it's Fermin. I know a lot of people are going to say, oh, Hugo Ekitike, he's worth more. But let's be honest, guys. Fermin Lopez, I think before Ekitike got to Liverpool, Fermin Lopez has proven more. I don't think it's biased. I don't think it's crazy to say. Because Fermin Lopez in the Olympics, unbelievable. Brother, the streets will not forget the R9 campaign. that Fermin Lopez went on. Fermin Lopez, listen, it was Fermin Lopez or bust. There was a time in the Olympics that it's Fermin scoring or nobody scoring. Maybe the odd Bayena goal, free kick in the final. Fair enough. But in that whole tournament, Fermin Lopez, that is legit hard carrying. Legitimately, Lionel Messi is looking down on Fermin Lopez, right? And he's proud of him. You know what? Because Lionel Messi used to carry Barcelona like that his last couple years. Fermin Lopez in the Olympics, unbelievable. His first season with Xavi, unbelievable. An absolute, let's be honest, guys. Fermin was a nobody. Nobody knew about Fermin Lopez until Xavi Hernandez. He believed in him. Balled out in the preseason. One opportunity. You know what I'm saying? I think Eminem, you know that bar? When Eminem says, like, you know, you got one opportunity. You know, can't miss your chance to blow. Fermin Lopez, he didn't miss his chance. That rifle against Thibaut Courtois. The streets will not forget that preseason game. And Fermin Lopez, ever since then, bro, it's been history. Like, Fermin Lopez is now a guy that's in the rotation. He's not just a rotational player. I call him a rotational starter because every now and then he can start over Dani Olmo. It's not crazy to say, right? And I just think Fermin Lopez, listen, if it's down to me, and we're going to read the reports, I think that Fermin, I'm selling, I already said, 85 million, 80 million bare minimum. And I want Adams. I don't care how crazy it is. I don't care how crazy it sounds. Because when I'm seeing absolute bums, right? Man like Garnacho just went for 40 million today. Fermin Lopez is twice the player of Garnacho. I don't care. He's a better finisher. He's a better driver of the football. He's a better playmaker. And Fermin's not even the greatest playmaker in the world. He's a better crosser. He's legitimately twice the player. How can Garnacho go for 40 million? He's not even worth 20 million. So it is what it is. I think Barcelona, we got to get a good deal. I don't want Fermin, by the way, I don't want Fermin to leave. But if he leaves, I want good money. I legit want all Barcelona's problems to be solved. I want Fermin Lopez, if he goes, which I'm going to be sad about, because listen, when Fermin broke out, I was a huge fan of him. I wanted this kid to come through because remember, we didn't have a number 10 and he was the only natural number 10. But once again, the only way I'm okay that I can justify Fermin leaving, and I know a lot of Barca fans don't want him to leave no matter what, is if we're in the 1-to-1 rule right away. If we're also get like 85 million, fair enough. But guys, I don't have to say it. I don't have to complain anymore because Barcelona, thank God, because 70 million they were asking for before, right? Just a couple of days ago. Now they're saying Barca are clear. Minimum 90 million euros. The English club absolutely want the player, but do not have the final okay yet. So they haven't agreed personal terms, but I love that. 90 million. That's what I'm talking about, Barcelona. Deco, I always say, we criticize Deco, but you know what? Credit where credit is due. Even though, you know, we always say, Deco, does he even have 2 brain cells? You know what? Today he proved it. He does got at least 2 brain cells. Deco, I can't lie. I got to give credit where credit's due. I want big money. I want, honestly, guys, when was the last big Barcelona transfer fee that we got outside of Neymar? Was it Dembele for 40 million? And that wasn't a good deal, to be honest. But guys, before I get back to the chat, I do want to say this, right? We're going to go back to this. Newcastle United, brother, by Jose Alvarez. And he's not the most reliable. I'm not going to lie to you guys. But they're saying, and I kind of believe it because hear me out. Newcastle have missed on almost all their targets. They just got Voltematter barely. They missed out on Sesko. They missed out on everybody, man. They missed out on legit every single target. They wanted Jan Garcia. They wanted Cunha. They wanted Mbeumo. They legit messed out, I'm not joking, guys, on at least 8 players. And guess what? Newcastle, listen, let's see. It looks like Chelsea's number 1, but Newcastle, right, apparently are going all out to sign Fermin Lopez. They're willing to pay 100 million. But this is my thing. And they said quadruple the player's salary. Brother, I ain't gonna lie, quadruple. Brother, you know what I would do? I would quit my current job if I got quadruple my salary. I'm not even joking. That oil money is ridiculous. That oil money is deep. I can't even lie. I can't even lie, guys. But once again, I have to be honest. I don't think Fermin Lopez wants to leave Barca, and I don't think especially for Newcastle. If he goes to Chelsea, I can kind of understand it. Maybe they said you're going to be a starter. You're going to play with Palmer. You know what? I can kind of see. Chelsea they're big enough to persuade Fermin Lopez. I don't think Newcastle are. What does Newcastle have to offer, honestly? You had a horrible summer window, right? Who is there? Isak wants to leave. I don't think Fermin's going to want to go. So I just want to throw this out there. We're going to speak about a bit more about Fermin, but I do want to get back to the chat. So, guys, what are you guys saying, bro? What are you guys saying? Guys, I have a question to the chat. How much would you guys sell Fermin Lopez for? Like, let's just say it happens. How much? Because for me, at this stage, I don't want to sell. Can I be honest? I don't want to sell. Because can I be real, guys? And I'm going to read the chat. I see y'all right now. The thing is this, right? I don't want to sell because the transfer window is about to end. Brother, you know what it is? It's like if I have a car, right? And somebody flipping, I don't know, a rich man needs a car, right? Let's say y'all, I don't know if you guys seen that clip of Donald Trump when he says, I'm buying your car because he needs it right now. But the person is about to go in their car, right? Brother, if I'm selling my car, right? And I got work tomorrow, you know what I'm saying? And I need my car, but I was offered, yo, 10K for a car that costs 7K. I'm be like, just because of the time you approached me, you gotta give me legit like ×3 the price. I don't care. So just because I can't go to work tomorrow, I might get fired. That 7K car, you gotta pay 20K for it. So it's just because of the time, it's gotta be over the odds. I don't care. If we sell Fermín, it's gotta be over the odds. I do not care, guys. I do not care. Because even if people say, well, that's not realistic. Brother, look at the time. This is not convenient. Barcelona, there's no secret clause like Dembele's. So why would we do it? I don't know why. And honestly, Barcelona, why would you do, once again, depth reasons? You have Dani Olmo. I love Dani Olmo. But the guy legit, he smiles too hard. Brother sneezes, he coughs too hard. He's out for 3 weeks. Dani Olmo, legit. Bro, I don't even know. This guy, Dani Olmo and Christensen, these two guys, I like Christensen. I like Dani Olmo. But these two guys, if we're being 100% honest, bro, they get injured for nothing. Like, honestly, like, they walk down the stairs too quick. They're injured. It's ridiculous, honestly, man. So we got to keep Fermín for that reason alone. 70 million, we got to make the call. Nah, Shane, that's too low for me. Shane, too low. You used to say 100. Things that 100, I feel like it's a little unrealistic. I love that. I'll probably take it for 100, bro. When's the last time Barca got half of 100? You know, so I'll probably take it 100, but it would be sad to see him go still. You know what I'm saying? Let me see this, though. Let me read some of you guys' chats. Big up to the guy. Hey, big up to the chat, guys. Smash up the likes, man. Fermín going to Newcastle for 100 million. If they offer 100, I don't even know if Fermín wants to go, but obviously Barca will accept 100 million. Brother, that's ridiculous. But I would say I want 85 to 90. I don't care how ridiculous it sounds because it's not convenient. Once again, it's not convenient. Barcelona, what are we going to do? I would have been more opening to selling Fermin Lopez had we still had Pablo Torre. If Pablo Torre was still at the club and you gave me 75 million, you know what? I'm not against it. We have Dani Olmo and we have our backup. Solid. You know, and third choice emergency, we got Dro. Fair enough. But, bro, we don't have our backup. Torre left. I don't trust Dro right now. I love Masia. Don't trust him too early. It's too early for me, man. We need a new center back or else I don't see us winning the UCL or doing good in it. Bro, we didn't have a good defense last year, though, MVP. And we were so close to getting to that final. And once Barca's in a final, I think we're good in UCL. I think we're like 5-2. So, we'll see. But last season, we weren't good. We were not good. What's it called? Defensively. We were good, obviously, but defensively. Why are you involving Ekitike? Bro, Rabona. Big up Rabona. But my point is this. What did Ekitike prove? I know I'm a Barca fan, but bro, Rabona, let's keep it so real. Let's keep it so real, right? What did Ekitike prove before Liverpool to warrant that price of 90 million? So Fermin Lopez before Ekitike's first 3 games proved more. Well, this is not lying. This is not Barca bias. This is truth. So I think if they can get 90, and I know Deco and Jan Laporta are not the best when it comes to negotiating, at worst 80 million. I don't care. I know you could say, why are you involving Ekitike? That's why. Fermin's, he's legitimately proved more. Honestly. Like, he really has. If Barca needs to push for 90 million, Chelsea have the money. They want him. Pay the price. Kick Laporta and Deco if they sell him for less. Listen, I don't know about kick Laporta. I think Laporta has had his L's. But Laporta, at the end of the day, has had also a lot of dubs. Deco, I would already kick. Brother, Deco is on borrowed time. The guy should have never got the job in the first place. If we're being honest, Deco, I don't know how he's got the job. Brother, Deco, if we're being honest, he's living life. He has a job that he don't deserve. Guys, can you believe that if you have a job that you're underqualified for, you know how happy I'll be? I'll be the happiest man alive. But I'll know at any second I could get fired. But Deco, bro, you don't need to speak about me with Deco. I'm already Deco out, right? I gave him this transfer window. It's been okay, but I'm still leaning Deco out. He's got to do something dramatic to change it, man. Gerard Martin register. We're going to speak about that. Are you sure Messi doesn't look up if he sees Fermín? Brother, I'm saying Messi, the way that, honestly, guys, I'm going to say this, right? The way that Fermin was carrying Spain in the Olympics, Messi looked at that. You know, he definitely at least watched one game, right? And he was looking at Fermin. He was like, my guy, you know, my guy. Messi was probably proud of Fermin for carrying Spain like that because that's what he used to do at Barca, right? What's the point of selling Fermin if we can't get a new player? That's why overall MVP, I'm not selling. Overall, I'm not selling, bro. If you told me sell Fermin or keep Fermin, I'm not selling. I don't care, right? I would have sold Fermin if we had Pablo Torre. I was a person that said I would sell Fermin for 75, but that was when Pablo Torre was here. When Pablo Torre is not here, who's our backup? We know Dani Olmo's going down. So, in my opinion, now you got to pay a luxury tax. You got to pay, brother, we don't have our insurance. So you got to pay over the odds. I don't care. It's because of, bro, it's because, let's say this, okay? We value Fermin a lot more than we did 2 months ago. Or like a month ago even when Torre was here. That's how I'll put it. We don't have our backup, man. The Newcastle news is fake. Yeah, I hope it's not, though. I hope it's not. That's all the way I'll put it. And I did say the journalist is not 100% reliable. The Fernando Polo thing is concrete. Right, Fabrizio has even said there's something in the air, but personal terms have not been agreed, right? 100 mil, we got to take the call. You know what? I'm taking the call if it's 100 mil. I'll say this, 85 mil. No, 80 mil. If it's less than 80 mil, I'm not picking up the phone. I'm not picking up the phone. Listen, I know some of you guys in the chat, you guys know do not disturb on your phone. I know some of you guys are D&D warriors, bro. I know sometimes some people really need to call you up, and you guys do not answer the phone because you guys are in D&D. But if Chelsea, right, if they give us like 70 million, I'm still ignoring the call. You got to give me at least 80 for me to even pick up the phone. For me. So we are nonchalant trying to sell Fermin for FFP and bringing Etta Young, but aren't trying our hardest to sell Araujo. Brother, we sold with Araujo. Like, had I known it would have gone this way, I would have sold Araujo, honestly. And I like Araujo, but I would have sold him probably last year. I think Bayern, they wanted him for like 70 plus 10. Like, but dude, right now, Araujo, you're getting like 30 mil. It's not worth it. But guys, right? Don't want to sell for 90, but yeah, exactly. Don't want to sell for 90, but I'll talk to them. But guys, overall, right? Let's just forget the money, right? The last thing I want to ask you guys, would you sell Fermin? Just forget the money. Like overall, yes or no? Just yes or no. If it was down to you, would you just sell him? Because for me, I honestly at this stage, if Torre was here, I'll be cool with it. But Fermin, brother, we need you now more than ever. And guys, I just have to say, before we move topics, right? Bro, guys, come on. Peep the overlays. Is it not fresh? Guys, we got the camera right here. I think we're which way? It's like over here, bro. We got the topics, right? We got the logo, right? We got smash the likes. Guys, if you haven't smashed the likes and subscribe, what are you doing? We got the Barca breakdown above. Come on, bro. Your boy took some time out your day, right? Every single month, you got to evolve as a content creator, right? But come on, bro. Guys, come on. Out of 10, I think this is like an 8.5, 9 out of 10 setup, right? With the green overlays. Just give me some credit. But I just wanted to point that out, right? I just had to, bro. I spent too much time to just not say anything about it. You know what I'm saying? Right? But, guys, I do want to move on from Fermin Lopez because I do want to speak about one thing. I mean, this kind of regards Fermin. But if it does happen, apparently Dro has been chosen as the replacement for him. And we do know this. Hansi Flick loves Dro Fernandez. But my thing is this also. Hansi Flick loves Fermin. So I guess I understand it, but I just wouldn't do it. I don't know if Dro is that guy. And I know in my panel show, guys, by the way, I have a weekly panel show. The channel is growing. We have a weekly panel show every single Tuesday. But my thing is this, right? One of the guys on the panel, he said that Dro, if Fermin leaves, I'm okay, right? Because Dro is here. Dro Fernandez is here. And brother, I was like, are you sure, bruv? Like, are you sure? Like, whatever your dealer is, let me have the context. Because real talk, Dro, I think he's very good. I think arguably he's the best youngster that we got right now. I think honestly, forget about arguably. It's him and Tony. For me, I think Dro is that good. I think Tony is that good. But if I'm being honest, guys, La Masia, I don't like La Masia as a plan B or even a plan A. I like it as a plan C right now because it's dangerous. It's honestly really dangerous, guys. Because Dro Fernandez, and he used Lamine Yamal as an example, I believe. But Lamine Yamal, guys, it's such a bad example. Lamine Yamal is that guy, bro. Lamine Yamal, in my opinion, best player in the world. So that is clearly an exception to the rule, right? Let's look at a guy like Joffrey. That's more realistic. Let's look at a guy like, who is a guy? Alejandro Balde. broke onto the scene. Alejandro Balde was thrown in the deep end, and you know what? It's sink or swim for Alejandro Balde. And Alejandro Balde, he was swimming. The guy held his own under Xavi. Xavi made him a starter. And you know what? Alejandro Balde, he did it. But Dro, I just don't know about it, man. I don't know. Back up to Dani Olmo. Because let's be honest, Dani Olmo is going to get injured. Now, do you trust Dro as the backup in a game away from Bayern in the quarters? Do you trust Dro as a backup in a game away from home at PSG, right, in the semis, right, in a huge game, a must-win game, or even last season, Inter Milan, second leg? Do you trust Dro in that situation? I don't know. That is the truth. I do not know. I love Dro, but this thing that, you know what, Fermin can leave because we have Dro, I don't buy into that fully. I need to see more from Dro, honestly, guys. I think Dro is very good. If there's 2 or 3 kids that I'm betting on, it's Dro. I think Joffrey's going to make it just because of we do not have backups, right? But talent-wise, I think Dro is number 1 and 2 with Tony. I think he's that good, right? Honestly. And then this is also a last thing that I want to see before we move off Fermin. Because, guys, Fermin Lopez, right? He might not go to Chelsea 100% because Chelsea are close to a signing, right? And I'm going to say 2 things on this. They're close to a signing on attacking midfielder Facundo Banuinote. I think that's his name, right? I think I said it correctly. But listen, regardless, my thing is this. Even if they sign him on loan, let's be honest, guys. Chelsea, they're not okay upstairs. Chelsea are the only team that I've seen, right? Every single day of the week, have a here we go. I've never seen that in my life, I promise. Chelsea, they have a different type of money. Guys, I'm not even joking. You know when you go, listen, I went to Dubai one time. And when you go to Dubai, the malls, I'm not joking. You see where you're really at financially. Because, I mean, I don't have that much money. I'm middle class. I was just a one-time vacation, right? You know what? Layover, long layover, right? But, brother, you see some guys that are on a different type of scale. Brother, they got a different type of financial status than you. You know what I'm saying? They're walking out of the Gucci store, right? They're walking out of, you know what I'm saying, all these stores, right? They got Prada on. Brother, they're on a different level. I'm not even joking. They're wearing designer everywhere. And they got hella bags. And each one of them costed a rack. So, you know what, with Chelsea, their money is deep. And I have to say this. Chelsea are the type of team that do not rule it out. Because Fermin Lopez, I think that they could get Fermin and this guy. If they really wanted Fermin and they paid over the odds, they have money for him. Chelsea not the type of team that we're going to sign 1 left winger. Chelsea the type of team we're going to sign 3 just to make sure. So, I'm not ruling anything out of that, bro. Like, honestly, I just had to point it out. But, guys, let's officially move off of Fermin Lopez, right? Because man like Gerard Martin, right? And I'm going to get to the chat in like 2 minutes, guys, right? Still got like 2 fire topics to talk about, right? And this is the first one. Gerard Martin has been registered in La Liga, guys. Gerard Martin, let's be honest, guys. Gerard Maldini, some of the chat in the watch-alongs, guys. And if you're not there for the watch-alongs, come on, bro. If you got another screen, pull up on the watch-alongs. They're lit all the time, right? All the time we start 45 minutes before kickoff. Preview, watch the games. But once again, going back to Gerard Martin, registered officially in La Liga. And Gerard Martin, we all know Hansi Flick likes Gerard Martin. This is his guy. I always say Hansi Flick's guy is Gerard Martin. You know why, guys? Because last preseason, not the one that we just concluded, he was saying, bro, it was his personal bet. A lot of rumors, like a lot of journalists that honestly, they're the top dogs at Barcelona, were saying that Gerard Martin is Hansi Flick's personal bet. And you know what? He's the one guy in the preseason that everybody was like, are you sure? Are you sure Hansi Flick? He played big minutes in the real season in La Liga, in the Champions League, right? Let's be honest. We remember those crosses. I know the defending against Dumfries was bad, but the crosses, elite. Let's be honest. Gerard Martin, when he crosses the ball, I get excited. You know why? It reminds me of Jordi Alba. I know that cross is going to be on the money. And Gerard Martin, I want to see if he starts. A lot of Barca fans, they're pointing it out. It's not a lot, to be fair, but it's like a portion of Barca fans are saying Gerard Martin is going to be a starter come the end of the season. Like, guys, in the chat, do you guys agree with that statement? Gerard Martin will be a starter come the end of the season because Hansi Flick needs a left-footed center back. He had it at Bayern with Lucas Hernandez, right, with Alaba, right? At Barcelona, he had it with Inigo Martinez and Gerard Martin we saw in the preseason. Let's see. But this is one thing. Hansi Flick loves Gerard Martin. He legit, we all know this. It's the first guy that Hansi Flick has actually came out to the media and spoken in a tone that, yo, Jan Laporta, yo, Deco, I want my guy registered. I don't know what it is. I don't know if Gerard Martin's got dirt on Jan Laporta, Hansi Flick, Deco, right? A man like Gerard Martin, brother, He's got like, honestly, bro, the way they're moving. I was saying sell Gerard Martin at the beginning of this transfer window. Brother, it looks like he's got leverage on them. So I don't know what it is, but Gerard Martin, we all know Hansi Flick rates him. And this is just official confirmation, guys. I think you guys can see it's very small, but you guys, it's not Chesney and it's not Ronnie Barkley, but Gerard Martin, he's registered. You guys can see right here. Jan Garcia is too, and Marcus Rashford. So, I mean, it just is what it is. But, guys, do you guys agree with the take, right? And I'm going to read the chat in a second, that Gerard Martin is going to be a starter eventually in this team. Like, I'm not going to lie. I need to see it to believe it. But, guys, what do you guys say in the chat? I want to read the chat right now, bro. Let's get back to the chat, right? Let me read the chat for like 2 minutes. Then we're going to move on to another topic, right? Because, listen, I'm not going to lie. W live stream, guys. We still got a lot to talk about. Like, do not leave yet, right? Say, listen, I don't know if you guys got a meal, right? You can make a meal right now, right? We still got a lot to talk about. But let me actually read this chat. Guys, also, smash the likes and subscribe. Smash up the flipping likes and subscribe. I'm hella close to 1,400 subs. Guys, if there's got to be at least like 8-9 people that have not subscribed yet. Come on, guys. Guys, smash up the likes and subscribe. Brother, it's probably the last time I'm going to ask you guys, bro. Levante losing to Elche. Brother, I do not. Bro, only Barca. Big up to you're my guy. But we do not care. You know that meme Stephen A said? We do not care, bro. Let's be honest. Elche. Bro, that's crazy. Fermín and Isak swap. We give 20 million next season. Easy. Listen, I would love if this was FIFA career mode. But unfortunately, man, right? That's just not how it works. If we're being completely honest, Fermin Lopez and Isak swap. And we play 20. Of course I would do that. What the heck? That's the long-term striker. That's a baller right there. But listen, I don't think it happens. But next season, right? I can't see us getting Isak. I know a lot of people saying no, but if he stays at Newcastle, I mean, he wants to leave, right? Shane, what you saying, man? Joe needs more Barca milk. He is too small right now. I agree. I flipping agree with that. I agree with that, bro. Bro, I don't know what it is, but some of these guys at Barcelona, even Casado, I could throw in Casado. I could throw in even Gerard Martin. Some of these guys, forget about drinking milk. They need to drink milk and go to the gym with Lewandowski. The way I see Lewandowski sleeping in the gym, brother, Lewandowski, bro, he recovered from a 3-week hamstring injury in like 10 days. This guy, Lewandowski, I don't know what he does in the gym. Like, and I go gym, but not like Lewandowski. Lewandowski's on another level, bro. Like, genuinely, Lewandowski needs to get half of the squad. Brother, be the guy, bro. Be I don't know, what is that one-on-one thing? That physical trainer. Please be Gerard Martin's physical trainer, bro. This guy needs some agility. He needs some muscle mass. He was getting bullied out there against Denzel Dumfries. Like, no, but real talk. He does need some muscle. I'm not going to lie. Ekatike went for that high. Brother, because there was competition for him, Newcastle submitted a high bid. I hear it, bro, but I think Fermin, if it's real, if Barca are okay for 80 million, right, or 90 million, I think there could be a bidding war. I think Fermin Lopez is actually really good, man. Never on D&D, but I'll watch it ring so I can get back to whatever I was doing. Yeah, Rabona, I ain't gonna lie, you a savage, bro. I'm not gonna even lie. It matters. Bro, ignoring a call. I'm gonna be real, guys. You can ignore a call, I feel like, from a friend, but if I ignore too many calls from my dad, brother, I got African parents. He's gonna be like, yo, so why am I paying that phone bill? He legit, at the dinner table, he's gonna be like, yo, you know them calls, bro, haven't answered me for a week. So my dad, brother, my mom, I have to answer them. Everybody else, even my siblings, I could get away with it. What are you gonna do? You could fight your siblings, but your parents, brother, they can just cut the bill. I'm not even joking, and my dad don't play, but my dad has not paid electricity, not paid like Wi-Fi bills, just to let me know. I'm not even joking. My dad is one of those African parents that's straight up with it. I'm not even joking. Like, real talk. I remember I was younger. I was like, yo, Dad, why is the Wi-Fi not working? He said, I'm not paying for it. I was like, yo, that's crazy, bro. I'm not gonna lie. It is what it is. For the sake of your finances, I would. I hear it. Big up, bro. It's been a while since I've been on your live. Yeah, I mean, Reha, you know what it is? It's been watch-alongs. That's why. Because it's the watch-alongs. But I do want to say, I want to have at least 2 shows, right? If there's Barca news, we can do the Barca breakdowns. But what I'm trying to say is that you're right, because the watch-along is 1, right? Then I have the panel show on Tuesdays, right? But, yeah, Reha, you are right. You are flipping right. Right? I feel like I need to be at least live like 2 times a week plus the watch line. You know what I'm saying? So it feels like I'm live a lot, Maybe 3 times. Who knows? Who knows, bro? If the channel gets bigger, I got you. Yeah, but the Fermin thing, I really hope he stays, bro. Unless it's over the odds, I don't really care. I'm going to be real. I'm be so real. It's like I need Fermin, brother. It's like the example I said. It's like if I need my car tomorrow for work. So if Donald Trump was like in front of my face, like in that one video that I mentioned before, and he said, "How much for your car?" Brother, I'm saying ×3 the price because I need it tomorrow. I might get fired from work, so I need some real money for rent for the next 2 months. So it is what it is, right? Dro needs muscle. I do agree. Same age as Rio. I would say take it easy. Yeah, I hear. That's why I like Dro. I think Dro and Tony Fernandez are unbelievable prospects. But the thing is, you can't do it right now. I feel like he's a bit too small, right? Lamine Yamal also, brother, it's one exception, if we're being honest. Alejandro Balde, if you guys remember, we had no choice. And also, to a degree with Yamal, we had no choice because Rafinha, I believe he had a suspension or something. So we had no choice with Alejandro Balde. We had no choice with Lamine Yamal. But when it comes to Dro, let this kid develop, man. Not every kid has to do this. So I don't know about it. You're right, Richards, bro. Christopher, big up my guy Christopher all the time. If you don't trust players, then you don't trust the team or have faith. Yeah, I trust Dro as a talent, but I think he might drown. So that just is what it is. Yeah, Jonas, we trust that the kid, he's small. Exactly. Just let Dro actually develop. We don't have to 100% force it upon him. Like, I just don't want to do that with it. You know what I'm saying? Only Barca, Chelsea having a stinker end to the window. We'll see. Brother, I don't really care about Chelsea. Let me get to the recent chats, bro. I don't want to ignore you guys at all, bro. Big up to everybody, guys. Smash up the likes and subscribe. We still got another topic real quick that we're going to run through. Bro, I have faith in Gerard Martin because Flick trusts him. You know where it is. And I like what I saw from him. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to hate on Gerard Martin as much, bro. You know, I have to get over the Inter game. He had, you know where it is? We saw the best and the lows, the highs and the lows of Gerard Martin versus Inter. His crossing is elite. I will not lie to you guys. Brother, credit where credit is due. I'm the guy that, even if I say I don't like this player, bro, I was fair on out. And I know a lot of you guys in the chat will not admit it, but I know a lot of you guys were too. A fair on out was, honestly, how many guys were fair on out, honestly, in the chat? Because I know a lot of Barca fans were saying, I love Ferran from the start. But it was popular opinion, and I really did not believe in this guy. And Flick came through, and now I'm one of Ferran's fans. Like, I really actually like seeing Ferran in the lineup. Ferran in the lineup, I'm like, you know what? It's Shark season. The guy's probably going to score. Who am I to complain? Ferran, you know what? And you know what that shows? I'm not a guy that's a pure hater. Like, if somebody's doing good, I'm not hating, bro. Some people call me a Lewandowski hater because I wanted him dropped middle of the season last year. Bro, Ferran Torres was amazing. That was the reason why. But I don't hate any of our players. Like, that's stupid. Like, why would I do that, right? So, but yeah, Gerard Martin, he's a guy with an elite cross. That's one thing that I will say. He has an elite cross. No joke, right? Like, when he crosses the ball, brother, I can't even lie. I get excited. I'm not even joking. It's like, I know it's going to be a good cross, right? Left center back. Yeah, left center back. I don't know. I think, you know what? He could do it, though. Because at left center back, you don't need to be as fast as the fullback. Like, at fullback, you need to be fast in the system. Somewhat athletic. At left center back, you don't have to as much. And he's an elite passer. I could see it, Shane. I understand it's worth it. It's worth a try. That's what I'm saying. Oh, that's exactly what I'll say. It's worth a flip and try. Because, you know what? But this is the thing. My point, let me go back to this comment. Shane, my thing is this. If Gerard Martin is a left center back, he has zero, honestly, let's be honest. Gerard Martin moves like a truck. The guy has zero agility and zero pace. So, in my opinion, I know a lot of people are going to disagree, but Araujo or maybe Christensen are the only guys that could possibly cover for Gerard Martin. Like, I don't think Cabarsi is, and I'm going to be honest, I don't think he's fast enough just to cover for Gerard Martin because, let's be honest, he's going to get cooked eventually, right? Who's going to bail out Gerard Martin? I think Araujo or maybe Christensen. I don't know why Christensen hasn't played yet. I really don't know, but we'll see. If Flick trusts him as well. We'll see, bro. We'll flip and see, bro. Big up Rabona all the time. He got a great pass. Exactly. I'm not going to lie. Gerard Martin's passing is flipping elite. That's one thing I will not take away from this guy. His passing is flipping elite. Elite. When I say elite, I miss Jordi Alba. Do you guys remember? Guys, for the Barca fans who remember, Jordi Alba. Brother, y'all remember his crosses. It was not like an if and or but. That's my one thing with Balde. I wish Balde has everything but the crossing. It's not consistent enough. Bro, Jordi Alba, this guy's a legend because the way, and we took it for granted. Jordi Alba, brother, every cross was on a plate. He said, Messi, eat. Listen, he made the plate for Messi. You know what? Messi made the initial pass to him, but the cutback always weighted amazingly. Wasn't bouncing. If it's in the air, it's on a dime. It's legitimately on a dime. Bro, it's ridiculous. Do you guys remember that first leg against Liverpool? The first leg against Liverpool where the Jordi Alba crossed to Luis Suarez. Like, it's on a flipping plate. Virgil van Dijk and Alisson cannot get there because Jordi Alba's crossing was on the money. And it reminds me of Gerard Martin. Like, every single time I think of Gerard Martin crossing, it's like Jordi Alba, man. Honestly. Legit. Yeah, imagine if Barca said, why not? Give us, I said, we'll see. We'll see. But, bro, that would be bizarre. Like, I can't lie. That would be a generational, like, emergency live stream. I can't lie. Loa's wife is who takes care of him, his diet and everything. Brother, I don't know them, bro. Like, Loa's wife, like, hire her at the club. Like, what am I supposed to say to that, guys? Like, bro, if Loa's wife is the person that Loa's wife, brother, like, I think her name's, like, Anna Lewandowska. Like, I ain't gonna lie. Shout out to Polish people, but why is their names like that? It's not normal. Like, the man's, like, ends with a ski, and the females end with a ska. Like, I don't know if that's normal, but you know what? Hire her, bro. You know what? She'd be more useful than Deco overall as a flipping nutritionist or something like that. You know what I'm saying? But let me get back to it, right? Guys, this is probably the last thing that I do want to speak about, right? Guys, I do want to speak about this topic. Hold up. Guys, what are we saying about this? Because, listen, the Camp Nou, I'm not going to speak about it for long, right? The Camp Nou, right? And this was, 4 days ago, so it's not the most recent news, but I brought it up because we got some leaks with the Barcelona and the Camp Nou and the Montjuic Stadium, the Olympic Stadium, because Barcelona are planning to play Champions League games at the Montjuic and league fixtures at the Spotify Camp Nou, right? And I was thinking, this is very important because, guys, let me just say this first and foremost. We must return to the Camp Nou. That is not a negotiable. We must, because for the 1-to-1 rule, we need to be in the Camp Nou. We got to sell the VIP tickets. And you know what? Even if it's for La Liga, at least we're selling them. So we need to be in the Camp Nou for financial reasons, even if it's just La Liga. And if it's the Montjuic for the Champions League, that's not the end of the world. You know what? Flip it. Because we need to, number one, be in the 1-to-1 rule, regardless, over everything. That must happen. That must happen. So it's not the end of the world. But I'm not going to lie. As a Barca fan, you know, not being in the Camp Nou for the for the Champions League, it does kind of suck. But it is what it is. Like, what are we going to do about it? We need to get to that 1-to-1 rule, right? And Barcelona, they're still working on it. They still want to be in the Champions League with the Camp Nou. And right here, they're getting some paperwork done. So we're going to see. We're going to see. Work, if you guys see the second statement, right? Work has progressed quickly in the past 15 days. And the final certificate for Stage 1B, covering the side stand, could be obtained soon, allowing the stadium to host Champions League group stage matches. And you know what? We're going to see. We're going to flip and see the updates of it. But if we can get the Camp Nou, right, for Champions League and La Liga, that'll be beautiful. But for now, if it's the Olympic Stadium as a backup plan, a plan B, it is what it is. Bro, I miss the Camp Nou, though. Brother, do you guys remember the 6-1? Bro, the 6-1 was ridiculous, man. Do you guys remember? Forget the Camp Nou, bro, in general. The Camp Nou was ridiculous, bro. I ain't gonna lie. The Mascherano last game, I remember Mascherano's only goal. So many good moments happened at the Camp Nou, man. Like, so many good. The Celta Vigo game, the Messi Suarez penalty. Brother, so many good things happened at the flipping Camp Nou. We got to get back to there. We honestly have to. Like, guys, I ain't gonna lie. The Olympic Stadium is all good and all, but we had historic records at the Camp Nou that we do not have with the Olympic Stadium. It's simply different, honestly. But the reason why I want to pull it up real quick is that what is Jan Laporta doing? And this is today, 2 hours ago. Jan flipping Laporta, my president, why is he lying down? Guys, honestly, like, get in the chat. Why is Jan Laporta lying down on the floor at the center of the Camp Nou? Like, honestly, with cameras pointed around. Like, tell me why, guys. I actually want to know some theories because I'm thinking about it. Are we returning? Are we returning from the Camp Nou? Is the Camp Nou coming back, like, in, like, a week or two? Like, we'll see after the international break. We want to host that game against Valencia at the Camp Nou. But, guys, see, it's not just Jan Laporta. Brother, this is not just Jan Laporta chilling, right? Bro's tired. Bro wants a quick nap, you know, in the middle of the day. Brother, look at that. Hella people, hella cameras, right? And they're recording Jan Laporta. I think it's definitely for a clip. And shout out to the person who leaked it. But ridiculous, man. I think Jan Laporta, I think he's cooking something up behind the scenes, honestly, right? And by the way, it got leaked by Barca Times. He pointed it out. And guys, what are you guys saying? What are you guys saying about the Camp Nou? Because Barca Times, they basically said Laporta lying on the ground, right? Probably for a promo video, which I do believe in. Definitely a promo video. Listen, I was born that night, guys, but I was not born flipping last night. I was born that night, but not last night. Because I'm going to be real. I'm be so real with you guys. Jan Laporta, why would he be laying on the ground? And look at this. Alina Forth was spotted at the stands in the Camp Nou taking photos, right? With the head of social media team there too. Something's happening. Like Barca Time said, something is definitely cooking up. Like, I'm going to be honest, guys. I think we're going to be back this season. I think, you know what? This is the thing that really sparked that. There's no way we're going to have to wait another season. And no way even that we're going to have to wait like another even, I don't know, half of the season. Like, I just don't see that happening. Like, why would Jan Laporta be lying down on the floor at the center with everybody there? Like, listen. Exactly. My Prezi, bro. Big up my guy Dally all the flipping time, bro. But what we saying? Boy sniping picks. Exactly, bro. That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm flipping saying. Breaking Fermin wants to stay at Barca. Listen, bro, if that's true, fair flipping enough. But Fermin's staying. Ain't no way you guys are saying breaking news. Fermin's staying right now. Brother, yesterday it was like Chelsea put in their first bid. Let me check though. Let me check. Y'all saying Fermin? Bro, ain't no way. Bro, what are you guys saying? Fermin Lopez. Hey, guys, we got it. Just like that. And you know what? I love that I was live for it. Because, guys, look at flipping this, guys. Look at this. We're speaking about Fermin all the time. It looks like Fermin Lopez, Fabrizio flipping Romano, right? Shout out my guy. I call him Tapping Merchant. He's the Erling Haaland of football, bro. Journalist. Because I'm going to be real. Fabrizio, bro, he's like confirmation. Like, when he says it, it happens. It's basically practically official. Right? Fermin Lopez wants to stay at Barca. And you know what? I think Fermin stays then. You know what? I said Fermin, I think he's staying. I just think the only way Fermin would have left is if, and only if, Barca honestly forced him out secretly. Like, he got secretly forced out by the club. Right? And he just had to stay quiet. That's the only way I could have seen it happening at the beginning. Right? But it was interesting that the reports were saying that he considered Chelsea's offers. But that's kind of crazy, guys. But what are you guys saying in the chat, bro? Let me read a couple more chats. Let me read a couple more flipping chats, guys. Yeah, it's wet grass. Bro, I'm gonna be real. He's thinking that all the grass he will sell. Yeah, Rabona. I ain't gonna lie, that's kind of crazy. No, you're not wrong, guys. I'm gonna be real. At the end of the day, Barcelona, just never forget. Nobody can call us fake Barcelona fans. We were Barcelona fans to the point that the financial issues got so bad that Barcelona started selling grass. You know what I would think of a person on the sidewalk if he was selling grass? Brother, you're selling grass, bro. You're not 100, bro. I'm gonna be so real. Selling grass, you know how ridiculous it is to, bro, sell shoes, fair enough. Sell a console, bro. Sell perfume, right? Sell grass. Come on, bro. That's kind of crazy. I'm not gonna lie. But, hey, Barcelona are a hustler, bro. I always say we're a hustler club. But it's ridiculous, man. I ain't gonna cap. Selling grass is actually insane. I'm not gonna lie. If I sold grass, I don't even know. Like, bro, I'm not doing good in life if that happens, bro. I'm going to be so real with y'all. That's kind of crazy. But, yo, big up my guy Reha, bro. Volume was catching so much strays. Yeah, I ain't going to lie. I couldn't say that. That's a bit too much. That was a bit too much. Barca was asking for Venmo requests to Coolers. You know what it is, guys, right? And I'll probably wrap it up. This is probably my final thing I'm going to say. You know what? I'll say this. The hosting weddings at the flipping stadium, the Camp Nou, it's not that bad. Let's be honest. You know what? Maybe Barca needs some money really bad. You know what? Host weddings, some Barca fans who are rich, they'll do it. But selling grass, that was the point where I'm like, yo, come on, bro. Have some shame, bro. You embarrassing, bro. Real Madrid fans, forget. They don't even need to speak about the UCL, bro. They're speaking about, bro, your club is selling grass. Ridiculous. But you know what? Gerard Martin had to get registered somehow. Rashford, Jan Garcia had to get registered somehow. So, Jan Laporta, I hear it. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. I'll pay 100,000 grass that Pedri stepped on. See, we got people like Reha who'd pay the money. You know what I'm saying? Reha balling out, so she would pay the money. So, yeah, I know. I heard it, bro. I heard it. Touchline also bought Grimsby grass. Hey, only Barca tell him, bro. But, guys, smash up the likes, guys. Smash up the likes and subscribe. It's probably going to wrap it up. I got to flip and go somewhere. And then I'm going to probably be on Chaos later on, right? For probably an hour with the Will. But, guys, smash up the flipping likes, W stream, and listen, let's be honest. The overlays, it looks flipping fire, right? Let's be honest, guys. The overlays are flipping 10 out of 10. The Barca, bro, I did my thing. I had to, bro. I'm not gonna lie, I did my thing. Only Barca, W stream, but I had to say it. Bro, your boy took out some time. Didn't stream on Thursday yesterday because Brother, we got the Barca breakdown above me. We got to the sides of the topic, right? We got the smash the likes and subscribe. Brother, the logo. You telling me this is not clean? Bro, I'm telling y'all this is clean. But, guys, regardless, big up to everybody, right? Smash up the likes, right? Hopefully, Fermin flipping stays at this point, right? And, bro, I'll see y'all soon. And, yo, Visca flipping Barca. We got to beat Rayo. Preview coming out soon. Peace. I'll see y'all soon. Peace.